Hey there, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of fishes and explore what truly sets them apart. You might think it's as simple as where they live, but there's so much more to it. We'll cover everything from their different lifestyles to their unique body adaptations and even how they get their nutrition. So, make sure you watch until the end to find out all the secrets that make these aquatic animals so unique. If you love fishing, or just want to know more about the amazing creatures that live in our oceans and waterways, then this video is for you. Let's start with the obvious difference between them, their habitat. Saltwater fish are found in the ocean, which covers over 70% of our planet's surface. They live in the vast expanse of the open sea, as well as in the intricate network of estuaries where rivers meet the coast. These estuaries are brackish waters where freshwater mixes with seawater, creating unique ecosystems where both freshwater and saltwater creatures can thrive. The ocean's depth also provides a variety of habitats for saltwater fish, from the sunlit shallows to the mysterious abyssal zone. On the other hand, freshwater fish live in the rivers, lakes, ponds, and streams that dot the continents. They inhabit the life-giving waters of the world's freshwater systems, thriving in a range of environments from the fast-flowing currents of rivers to the still waters of ponds. And let's not forget about the swamps and marshes, which also provide critical habitats for many freshwater fish species. These environments may seem vastly different from the open ocean, but they're equally important in supporting healthy populations of freshwater fish. Now that we know where they hang out, let's talk about the fascinating ways in which their bodies are adapted to survive in their respective environments. This is a key difference between saltwater and freshwater fish. You see, water is essential for all life on Earth, but the way fish regulate the amount of water in their bodies differs depending on whether they live in salty or fresh water. It's all about maintaining the right balance of salt and water in their bodies, a process known as osmoregulation. Saltwater fish are surrounded by water that has a higher concentration of salt than their own bodies. This means that water naturally flows out of their bodies and into the surrounding environment. To combat this, saltwater fish have evolved to drink seawater to replenish the water they lose. But drinking seawater isn't without its challenges. The fish now have to deal with an excess of salt in their bodies. To counterbalance this, they've developed specialized structures in their gills and kidneys to actively pump out the excess salt, keeping the right balance. This process requires a lot of energy, which is why saltwater fish typically need to eat more frequently to fuel their metabolic needs. In contrast, freshwater fish live in an environment where the concentration of salt is lower than in their own bodies. This means that water naturally flows into their bodies, keeping them hydrated. However, this poses another problem. Because freshwater fish don't have mechanisms to actively pump out excess water from their bodies, they have evolved to not drink water at all. Instead, they excrete large amounts of dilute urine to get rid of the excess water and maintain the right balance of salt and water. Now, while these adaptations are crucial for their survival, they also highlight a major difference between saltwater and freshwater fish. Saltwater fish cannot survive in freshwater and vice versa. If a saltwater fish were to be placed in freshwater, it would quickly bloat up and eventually burst as water rushed into its body. Similarly, if a freshwater fish were put into saltwater, it would shrivel up and die of dehydration. This is because their bodies are simply not equipped to handle such a drastic change in salinity. Their osmoregulatory systems are finely tuned to their specific environments and cannot compensate for such a rapid shift. However, there are some remarkable exceptions. Certain fish species, known as euryhaline, like the salmon, sea catfish, and tilapia, have adapted to survive in both saltwater and freshwater. These amazing creatures can tolerate a wide range of salinities and are able to modify their osmoregulatory processes accordingly. This incredible adaptability allows them to migrate between these two environments and thrive in both. For example, Salmon famously swim upstream from the ocean to their freshwater spawning grounds, while tilapia can be found in both brackish waters and freshwater lakes and ponds. These fish demonstrate the incredible plasticity of life and the remarkable adaptations that allow organisms to thrive in a variety of environments. But it's not just about their physiology. The appearance and coloration of saltwater and freshwater fish also differ significantly. This is because natural selection has favored certain colors and patterns that help them blend in with their surroundings, making them less visible to both predators and prey. Saltwater fish generally live in more colorful environments. Corals, anemones, and algae come in a vibrant array of hues from yellow and blue to red and orange. Many saltwater fish have evolved to match these colors, allowing them to camouflage themselves against the backdrop of the colorful reef. For example, the clownfish, with its striking orange body and white stripes, is perfectly adapted to blend in with the anemones it calls home. Similarly, the blue tang, with its vibrant azure coloration, is almost invisible against a backdrop of open ocean water. In contrast, freshwater fish typically live in much duller environments. Rivers, lakes, and ponds often have a muddy bottom and murky water, which makes bright colors stand out and attract unwanted attention. As a result, many freshwater fish have evolved to have more muted colors like gray, green, or brown. These colors help them blend in with the surroundings and avoid detection by predators. Take, for instance, the mottled sculpin, a freshwater fish that lives in the benthic zone of lakes and rivers. Its mottled gray coloration allows it to blend in with the rocks and sediment on the bottom, making it difficult for predators to spot. Another example is the brown trout, which has a greenish-brown back and sides that help it camouflage in the murky waters of cold, clear streams. The diet of saltwater and freshwater fish also plays a role in their coloration. Saltwater fish tend to have more varied diets, feeding on plankton, algae, other fish, and even coral polyps. This abundance of food sources provides the nutrients they need to support vibrant colors that help them attract mates and defend their territories. On the other hand, freshwater fish often have less varied diets, relying heavily on insects, worms, and other small invertebrates. These diets may not provide the necessary nutrients to support bright coloration, leading to the more muted colors seen in many freshwater species. These differences in coloration aren't just aesthetic, they're crucial adaptations that help fish survive in their environments. The brilliant hues of saltwater fish allow them to thrive in the colorful coral reefs, while the muted tones of freshwater fish keep them hidden in the murky depths of lakes and rivers. In addition to their physiological and color differences, saltwater and freshwater fish also vary in their nutritional value. This is due to variations in their diet, habitat, and metabolism, which can affect the levels of essential nutrients in their bodies. Saltwater fish generally have higher concentrations of iodine, which is an essential nutrient for humans. This is because they feed on marine organisms that absorb iodine from the seawater, leading to higher levels of this nutrient in their tissues. Additionally, saltwater fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly docosahexaenoic acid, DHA. DHA is an important nutrient for brain development and overall health and is particularly abundant in the brains and eyes of saltwater fish. This high concentration of DHA is due to the cold water temperatures in the oceans, which promote the production of these healthy fats in fish. On the other hand, freshwater fish may not have as high levels of iodine and omega-3 fatty acids, but they are still excellent sources of protein, calcium, and various vitamins, including vitamin A and B. The type of freshwater fish and its diet can influence its nutritional content. For example, fish that feed on zooplankton and algae tend to have higher levels of certain vitamins and minerals compared to those that primarily consume aquatic plants. The taste and texture of the meat also differ between saltwater and freshwater fish. Saltwater fish generally have firm, lean meat that is less soft and mushy than freshwater fish. This is due to the higher salt content in their environment, which can cause water to be drawn out of muscle cells, resulting in denser, firmer flesh. In contrast, freshwater fish often have softer, more delicate meat that can be more prone to breaking down during cooking. This is because they typically have lower salt content in their bodies, which can lead to less dense muscle tissue. Ultimately, the choice between saltwater and freshwater fish comes down to personal preference and availability. Both types of fish are delicious and nutritious and can be prepared in countless ways to suit any palate. Whether you prefer the firm, salty taste of a grilled tuna steak or the delicate flavor of pan-seared trout, there's a fish out there for everyone to enjoy. In conclusion, saltwater fish and freshwater fish are two distinct groups of aquatic animals that have evolved to thrive in their respective environments. From their different lifestyles to their unique body adaptations, these two groups couldn't be more different. Saltwater fish are found in the vast expanse of the ocean, where they have evolved to drink seawater and excrete excess salt through their gills and kidneys. In contrast, freshwater fish live in rivers, lakes, and ponds where they don't drink water and instead excrete large amounts of dilute urine to balance their salts. Their coloration also differs with saltwater fish, often displaying vibrant hues to blend in with the colorful coral reefs, and freshwater fish typically having more muted tones to camouflage in murky waters. And when it comes to nutrition, saltwater fish are generally richer in iodine and omega-3 fatty acids, while freshwater fish are excellent sources of protein, calcium, and various vitamins. Despite their differences, both saltwater and freshwater fish play vital roles in maintaining the ecological balance of our planet and serve as essential food sources for humans around the world. So the next time you sit down to a meal of fish, take a moment to appreciate the incredible adaptations that allow these amazing creatures to thrive in their habitats and provide us with a delicious and nutritious food source. Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more fun and educational content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our planet.